HotShots. It's bound to get heavy. Big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother.
Welcome to BBA Daily with Zibby.
Big brother, big brother, hot shot. Big brother, hot shot. If you got the talent, this could be your time. So rise to the challenge like you destined to shine. It's Big Brother like you never seen it, feel it. Hot shots. Big brother, hot shot.
Let the conversation begin.
And indeed it has. Hello Africa. You're hanging out with your girl Zibby on BBA Daily with Zibby, the podcast. And of course, my name is Zibby. I'm Zibby and I'm absolutely thrilled to have this conversation. Okay, so on this special day, we get a chance to have a chat with the gorgeous Mira from Mozambique. Mira was the second housemate evicted from the recent ongoing Big Brother HotShots. So we've got a chance to catch up with Mira. I know there's so much everyone wants to talk about. Well, this is a chance. And just to remind you, this is a daily podcast which you can tune in to listen to on the website at www.thezibbyshow.com. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at ZibbyJ. That's ZIBBYJ. And of course, J is for Jackson. Anyways, moving along, let the conversation begin. Hello, Mira from Mozambique. Absolutely lovely to speak to you.
Hey, Africa.
You know, just a few days ago, I was watching you on TV, and right now we're having a chat. How cool is that?
Yeah, I know. How cool is that? Like, people are actually asking me for interviews. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I love it.
So basically, your life has just changed.
Yeah, it has changed. I mean, like, I haven't really started with anything yet. But it's getting there. I'm still doing interviews and stuff, but I feel like in no time I'll have my contract. I just really want to model already.
You know, speaking about that, I noticed on opening night while you were standing next to Ike, you were quite tall for a girl. How tall are you?
I'm 170.
Alright, yeah, because I noticed, you know, Ike is always way taller than everyone.
And I was almost as tall as Ike, you noticed, right?
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, she's really tall for a girl. So, yeah. So you'd probably do really well with the modeling thing. So good luck with that. Okay, let's talk Big Brother. Where'd you get the idea to audition?
Well, I've always wanted to be part of Big Brother for as long as I can remember. The first Big Brother season that I watched was Big Brother Nigeria. I think I was 16 back then. And ever since, I've always been like hooked to the show. And so what happened was, when Mozambique was allowed to audition, I went to the auditions, but I was 18, and they said that they had just changed the age from 18 to 21, so I was not allowed to audition. So yeah, and then Mozambique was not a part of the show for a while, and then finally we were part of the show this year. But it came as a surprise because they didn't let like the public know. We knew like last minute. And my dad actually saw the auditions, and he called me and he was like, you have to go audition. And I went, and I got there, and yeah, there I was.
And speaking of the Portuguese housemates, last year there was Neil and Bigeza from Angola, and some seasons ago there was a girl called Edna. You know, they had really strong accents. It was a bit hard to, Bigeza, it was a bit hard for them to communicate in the house. But you're totally flawless. How's that?
Oh, my accent? Well, I lived a bit in Namibia. And I lived a bit in South Africa, and I love literature, so I think that kind of added to my accent being so flawless.
All right.
Yeah,
right.
so I love, when I speak Portuguese, I sound Portuguese. When I sound English, I sound like I speak English. If I'm speaking my native language, you can hear. I have a native language. It's called Shangana.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
And yeah, that's like our dialect here.
Can you say something in Portuguese?
What do you want me to say?
Hi, my name is Mira from Mozambique, and I love you, Africa.
Olá, África. Meu nome é Mira. Eu vos amo.
Oh, wow. You really sound Portuguese now.
Yes, I am Portuguese. I have to sound Portuguese.
I think I love your dad. I mean, your dad actually encouraged you to go on Big Brother Africa. That's huge.
Yes, he did. Right? He encouraged me. That is huge. I was actually surprised that he even knows what Big Brother is.
So do you think your dad was watching while you were in the house?
Yeah, he was definitely watching because he asked me a lot of questions about Louise.
Okay, I can imagine. All right, so let's talk about.
I was so nervous.
I know, I would be. You know how parents are. I would be nervous.
Yeah.
Okay, so I understand you guys were locked up in Babylon for a while, because of the delays and stuff. Were you guys getting together?
I'm saying, you know about Babylon.
Oh, Africa knows about Babylon. So,
I was locked up in Babylon for a month. It was difficult. I mean, like mentally, psychologically, physically, it was very, very difficult. But, we had to pull through. We knew why we wanted to be there. So, we had to push. And we did.
Good. Because I did think, sometimes I noticed the housemates looked a bit wary.
But it did affect us. I won't mention any names, but you could tell that other people were affected by, being in lockdown for such a long time. But, at the end of the day, you had to be strong. I mean, you knew why you wanted to be a Big Brother. So, you had to push.
So, while you guys were at Babylon, did you guys bump into each other or, see any of the housemates? You guys didn't see each other, no contact at all? Or you're not allowed to answer that?
No, in Babylon, we did not meet at all. Like, we did not, no. I'm not allowed to talk about Babylon.
I figured. You've got this striking resemblance with the actress Gabrielle Union. African things though. You think so as well?
Well, at first I didn't see it. My friends would tell me all the time, oh gosh, you look like Gabrielle Union. Oh gosh, you look like Gabrielle Union. And I wouldn't really see it. But then once I got into the house and I think for all the 7 days I was in the house, I think Teo told me like every day, Gabrielle, you look like Gabrielle Union. Like every housemate told me that you look like Gabrielle Union. So I believe it now. And after leaving the house and all the pics mixes that my fans have been making, I kind of believe it. And I'm glad I look like her. She's very beautiful.
She is, and you are as well, so that's good. It'll definitely help your career as a model. Okay, so
thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So walking into the house opening night, how did it feel?
Oh goodness, I was trembling. I was so nervous. I won't even lie, Africa. I was really nervous. I mean, it was my first time in front of a crowd. It was my first time in front of people. It was my first time on TV, and I was so nervous. Honestly, I don't even remember doing my poem. I just remember just thinking, you know what, I want to finish so I can get into the house. I just want to get into the house right now.
Right.
Goodness. Yeah, okay. I mean, I was really nervous.
Wow. In the house, you spoke a lot about how when you were younger, people would say, you were, ugly and stuff. I found that really weird because everyone thought you were gorgeous, so I don't know how people thought, you were not. But I think that affected you in a way, psychologically, growing up and hearing that all the time.
I grew up hearing that all the time. I've been called names, and I've been teased on. I've been, it was very hard growing up as a kid. I was never confident, and I think part of that is still with me now. Because I look at myself sometimes and I wonder, when someone tells me, you look beautiful, I find it hard to believe. I want to believe, but it's hard. But I've just learned to, just love who you are. And, if someone compliments you, just say thank you and smile. I mean, if that makes your day, then that's a beautiful thing on its own.
Okay. Yeah. So when you saw the housemates, who was the first person you looked at and you're like, I like that guy? Who was that person you thought you could be attracted to?
Okay, I won't lie. Okay. Teo is very good looking. Teo, he is very, very good looking. But when I saw Luis as well, I was like, oof, brother. Yeah, I mean, and I actually spoke to him on the first night as well, and he's very nice. And Teo is very good looking too, but I didn't bond with him so much.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about Trigaza, your countryman. Trigaza. Is that how you pronounce? Okay, Trigaza.
It's Trishaga.
Oh wow, Trishaga. Nice. Okay. Trishaga is really funny. He actually didn't know what Big Brother was all about, because later on in the week we heard him ask Sam, so what's going on? What's going to happen on Sunday? So, did you guys have any chat, when you guys were in the house, about what was going on?
Well, I kind of figured that, if you audition for Big Brother, you have an idea of what Big Brother is. So when they told me that, hey, yo, Mira, your guy does not know what's happening, I was like, what? And I actually went to speak to him, and he was like, nah, I understand now. I get what's happening. I totally understand.
Oh, wow. That was,
it was funny.
It really was. And that innocence and, slightly ignorant view has gained, Trigaza lots of fans across Africa.
It was funny.
It really was. It
was actually very cute.
It was. He's so innocent. And I don't know if you listened today, he actually asked, who was he asking? I can't remember who he was asking. Well, I think it was Maki too. He asked if the diary sessions were screened to Africa.
I saw people tweeting about that. Like, I don't really watch the show that much, but I saw people tweeting about, Trisha guys asking if, are people actually watching the diary sessions, and I found that really funny as well.
He's a good guy. He's got a lot of he's got a huge humor without even trying. Okay,
Yeah.
so you were really quiet in the house, and then one night you and Sheila came up with this idea to double date and get hitched to the two guys. Was that a real friendship with you and Sheila?
Well, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really like Sheila. She's very sweet. But I feel like I don't know if she was my friend. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I don't know. I was her friend. I don't know if she was my friend. That's what really confused me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about your friendships in the house with the guys, of course. Landa, what do you think? Sorry, Klankla. It's a difficult name to pronounce. So, what do you think of Klankla, and what's the situation?
Close to almost all the guys. I was close to most of the guys. One of the guys, I was close to Alusa. Alusa made me laugh like all the time. JJ, Arthur is very sweet. Nike too is very cool. Nkanta was my scheme.
Oh yes, please, you need to tell me what the scheme means, because I've been wondering what is scheme. Tell us.
Scheme means friend, like buddy.
Oh really? Is that like a slang you made up?
No, it's a slang. I think it's used in South Africa.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah,
okay.
So he's my scheme. We got along so well. He's a very nice guy. Very nice guy.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now.
And of course Louise is.
Oh right, we forgot Louise, Mira.
Of course
Okay.
Louise, yeah.
Okay, of course Louise. But it's weird, but I didn't see you and Louise speak much before the double date and then the relationship that, went on. It seemed like, the friendship with Louise was spurred on by Sheila. Did she make you realize Louise was in the house?
No, she didn't make me realize Louise was in the house. But I mean, Louise made me shy. Like honestly, like I won't lie. Like
Okay.
I was around him, I felt like a little girl, and I was really shy, and he made me blush like all the time. So I think that's why I didn't speak much. Yeah, like yeah, he's very sweet.
Did you have chemistry with Clank?
No, other than just the buddy scheme, nah.
Really?
No.
Are you serious?
No. Yeah, from my side though. I don't know from his side, but from my side, no.
Okay. I watched the diary session, and I'll tell you what he said. Klankler, Big Brother asked him, who do you think you're getting along with in the house? And he named you and Sheila. And, he said, yes, Sheila, he's not pursuing a relationship with her, but he just wants to get to know her more. She says she's been hurt in the past, but he just wants to get to know her. And then when it came to Mira, this is what he said. He said you guys have a lot in common, you guys both live in Pretoria or something. And he also said she mirrors me. Maybe that's why her name is Mira. What does that think? What do you think? I thought it was really sweet.
Oh, it was sweet. I didn't know he said that.
Oh yeah, he did. I listened.
No.
No one.
No one told me about that. But
okay.
yeah, me and Tlasa, we friends. We just friends. I think that if something was to happen, then you guys would have seen it in the show already.
Oh, I certainly saw something with you guys. I don't know if everyone else saw it, but I certainly saw something. I feel like there was a day you and Klankla basically spent the whole time together, and somehow, when there were group discussions, you guys somehow found yourselves always sitting next to each other. And Louise is like on the other side. Yeah, or hovering around.
Oh goodness.
Yes.
Oh
The
god.
viewers see everything, we just watch.
I know you guys see everything. Everything.
And we saw some stuff on Friday night, which we'll talk about later. Okay, let's talk about the night you kissed Louise and then kissed Klankla. Wow. I understand you had been drinking a lot, but were you totally wasted, or did you know what you were doing at that point?
No, I was not totally wasted. I knew what I was doing. But the kiss and Tanta, really, Africa, it was honestly nothing.
Oh, come on. If it wasn't anything, you wouldn't have gone back for seconds now. It's time.
Oh
Well,
my
okay.
God.
But, did you realize Sheila was sitting right there?
Yeah, I did, but I thought she didn't have a problem with it. Turns out she did. And I'm sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Understandable.
sorry about that. But
So,
yeah.
if if the guys come out of the house, Louise, Clancla, is there any chance, you might pursue a relationship with them? Any of them, not both, but any of them?
That was both, but with
Definitely not with
Louise maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With
So
Louise
let's
maybe.
say-
I mean, that's if he wants to.
Okay. So are you currently single?
Yes, I'm single. I was single before the house, and I'm still single, maybe until Louise comes out.
We'll take a quick break now, and when we return, we'll get back to our interview with Mira. Don't go anywhere.
Big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, hot shot, big brother, hot shot. If you got the talent, this could be your time. So rise to the challenge like you destined to shine. It's big brother like you never seen it, feel it. Don't go in unless you're going in it to win it. You'll need shades cause the spotlights are so bright. So when you reach that height, you will have to fight. All eyes on you, your name and lights. You want the fame, man, up like it's your right. Gotta get into action, swag out your passion. I like to live for, strive it up and you can cash in. Fame and fortune is all you got. When it's rise of the hot shots. Big brother hot shots. Start 7 September. Exclusive to DSTV Premium, DSTV Compact Plus, DSTV Compact, and DSTV Mobile. Rated 18.
Okay, so Mira, let's play a game. Basically with this game, I'll ask you two questions, or rather, I'll ask you a question with two options. So it's like something A or B. You have to just tell me the first answer that comes into your head. Like you can't think about it. So it's like blah blah blah, A or B, B, C or D, D. So it just goes really fast. So you cannot think about it. Okay. All right, let's play. Juice or water?
Water.
Louis or Clancla?
Louis.
Okay. I was trying to get you. I don't know why, but I really think you and Clancla are so cute together. But
Everybody says that, but I'm not there.
Oh wow. Okay, so what was the kiss like with Clancla? What was the kiss like? It must have been good, right?
Yeah, he's a good kisser. I won't lie. My team is a good kisser.
Right, he is. Because you went back for a second, so definitely he has to be a good kisser. And he admitted to the other housemates that the kiss was really good as well. So, so is Louise a good kisser as well?
He's a very, 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 very good kisser. He is a very, 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 very sensual, very sexy.
Ooh,
Goodness.
Okay. Why? Why did you kiss Clancla?
Oh gosh, I honestly have I have no explanation for why I kissed Santa. It just happened.
Okay. Alright.
I have no valid reason for why I did it.
Okay, that's fine. But you don't kiss other schemes all the time, do you?
No.
Okay, alright, that's fine. We've got, viewer comments, but would, the Ask Mira segment, but we'll get to that later. And more about, everything in the house. Is that fine? As regards, to, the text in the house, how did you, adapt to all singing and dancing? Have you done anything like that before?
I haven't. I think that's one of the reasons, I think one of the reasons why I felt so intimidated in the house. One of the reasons why I felt so intimidated in the house is the fact that I've never performed in front of anyone. I'm not a singer, I'm not a dancer. That's why I think I kind of held back a little bit. I'm sure you guys noticed that when it was the tasks, I held back because I felt I had nothing to contribute. Yeah, but when we did the Waka Waka though, I was pretty excited because then I helped to work on the script. Like I said, I like literature, so I helped with the script. I even helped a bit with the dancing, and it was fun, and I'm glad we won. So yeah.
That's great. So what did you go with Riza? She was a bit quiet for the first maybe 4 or 5 days in the house. You tried to her, Riza.
Riza was quiet.
Oh wow, that's what we saw on TV. Yeah, she looked quiet. She barely spoke for the first 4 or 5 days.
No, she's actually very bubbly. I think she interacted more than I did.
Oh, really? She probably didn't get much screen time then.
Yeah, but she's very bubbly, very bubbly.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what was the most challenging thing about being in the house?
The most challenging thing is the fact that you have limited space.
Okay, so let's go over to Ask Mira. We've got so many questions. Of course, we can't take all because, you're a busy girl. So we'll just take some of them. Okay, so first question I'm going to take is from Phoenix. And she says, do you have feelings for Scheme? And why did you allow Sheila leave?
Oh, Scheme is going to get me in trouble. No, I do not have Scheme. Scheme is a good guy. I like him a lot, and we're probably going to be friends after the show. Okay. Full stop.
All right. Another user said, was your friendship with Sheila genuine, or did you just tolerate her?
At first it was very genuine, but towards the end I kind of wondered if we were really friends or we were just tolerating each other. Okay. She was tolerating me, I was tolerating her. I really don't know. Okay. But she's a very sweet girl. Like, on the inside, she's very, very sweet. I don't know if the house got to her, but she's a very sweet girl.
Well, I mean, you did kiss the guy she liked, so in her, defense, that's understandable if she was slightly pissed, right? Okay.
Mad at me, then I totally understand.
Okay. All right. I've got another question from Caltilicious, and she says, was being in the house, even for just 1 week, all you thought it would be in terms of the experience, or was it more than you had expected?
It was more than I had expected. It's actually, what you see on TV is not what you get inside the house. I wish everybody could get a chance to be in the house just for 1 day so you guys can experience how what it feels like to be in the house. I'd wake up every morning and just be like, wow, I can't believe I'm in the Big Brother house. Okay. But yeah, it's a beautiful experience and I'm very humbled by it, and I thank Biggie and everybody for the experience.
Okay. Other question from Mam Gobozi, it's a difficult name. Who do you think should win the money?
Mam Gobozi. I really want my country mate to win. Mozambique should take the money. But I like so many people in the house, and I feel like everybody's talented in the house, and I feel like they all deserve to win the money.
All right. Another question from The Faith. She said, how did you feel when you saw the highlights of how Louise cried for you?
Oh goodness, I was so heartbroken. You have no idea. I felt like I could just jump back into the house and give him a hug myself. I really wanted to hold him when he was crying. I really wanted to be there. I was heartbroken myself.
Okay. Another question. From Eki Love 200. She said, how do you feel being the second housemate to leave the Big Brother house? What are your plans from now? One last question. What's going to happen between you and Louise? Although, you've probably answered this earlier on, but just to answer or his name, give him a direct answer. What's going to happen between you and Louise now?
Like I said, I like Louise a lot. Even though our time in the house was very brief, I really want us to take things to the next level. I like him a lot, and I feel like he likes me. And why not see where things can go?
Okay, I've got another question from Sibale, and she says, I noticed in the house you always had a glass of water. Why do you love water so much?
I actually saw that question. I felt, because I drink a lot of water outside of the house, I felt like when I was in the house, I kind of forgot that water existed. So I felt like, I should always remind myself to drink. I think Laveda does the same thing as well, because I asked Laveda the other time, I was like, Laveda, you're always drinking water. She's like, I forget that I have to drink water.
Oh, wow. So,
yeah, I felt like, I need to walk around with a glass of water to always remind myself that, dude, you didn't drink water today.
Okay. And, I read somewhere many years ago that models need to drink like 5 liters of water a day. So, you're on your way there.
I'm on my way there.
Okay, one last question. Where did you buy the black and pink dress? They were cute, though.
The black and pink dress?
Yeah, I'm not too sure which one she's talking about, but did you wear a black and pink dress at any point?
A black and pink dress? I don't remember wearing a black and pink dress.
Okay, well, let's just tell that very nice person that you bought it at maybe a boutique.
Just tell her to to ask me the question on my Twitter. On my Twitter handle, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, Mira, it's been absolutely lovely chatting with you, and you are such a sweetheart. I've just got one, maybe my last question. Right, but I've just got to ask, have you got any regrets about anything, about anything during your stay in the Big Brother house? Are there any regrets?
I have no regrets. Other than being quiet, I have no regrets. But I feel like if I had to go back, I'd be a little more vocal, but I wouldn't change anything.
Okay,
yes.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. And we keep hearing these rumors out about Big Brother All Stars. Would definitely love you again, because I feel, you would have brought a lot more drama to the house, which is what we like.
I think if I had stayed longer, I would have brought a little more drama. But you know what? It is what it is, and I'm grateful. But yeah, if there is a Big Brother All Stars, I'm definitely gonna come back, and I'm gonna bring fire.
Yay! We can't wait. We want to see that Portuguese fire. That'd be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mira. So can you tell everyone listening your Twitter handle, Instagram, maybe your website, Facebook, just in case they want to get in touch with you, because I'm sure you've got loads of fans that want to keep in touch.
Hey guys, follow me on Instagram. My handle is @Mira Miguel, MIRAH_MIGUEL. Twitter, Miss Kiki, MYSS_KIKI. And on Facebook, it's Mira Kiki Ngobo, NGOBO. Thank you so much. I love you, Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Africa. It's a wrap. That was the gorgeous Mira from Mozambique. Absolutely like chatting with her. And hopefully we can get all the other evicted housemates on the BBA podcast with Zibby. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to spread the word to your friends. No one wants to be left out now, Okay guys, I'm out. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.